Have you ever imagined reading a super duper rainbow with your eyes? Both humans and primates have different color visions, image focusing eyes, and possess three classes of cones. Well, unfortunately, our vision was still very limited compared with this member from the class of Metacostrica, the mantis shrimp.
Mantis shrimp are a benthic marine crustacean, meaning it lives in deep areas of the ocean, and they're generally found in tropical and temperate waters. Mantis shrimp typically occupy a small burrow as their living habitat. Mantis shrimp are a part of clade Crustacea, and its order is Stomatopoda. There are roughly 480 species of Stomatopoda, and they're divided into 17 families. Stomatopoda distinguish themselves as a separate group from the rest of Eumelacostraca very early in the history of the group.
Although they are very well known for their fast and powerful punch, the mantis shrimps also possess the most extraordinary eyes in the entire animal kingdom. Their eyes sit on stalks and move independently of another, and each eye has a trinocular vision, which helps them to gauge depth and distance by focusing on objects with three regions. Some early studies demonstrated that not only the mantis shrimp have 12 photoreceptors, four of these cover the ultraviolet region, which humans cannot see. But here comes the question. Why do mantis shrimp need 12 channels if 3 or 4 are sufficient for fine color discrimination? The research from University of Queensland had suggested that mantis shrimp use a previously unknown color vision system based on temporal signaling combined with scanning eye movements.
In this study, the stomatopod's ability to distinguish between different hues was tested. The goal was to test the color discrimination abilities of the mantis shrimp by using a two-way choice test, where the animals are trained to a specific wavelength by means of food reward. Test colors were presented together at varying wavelengths intervals to determine at what point the animal could no longer discriminate between the two stimuli. Stomatopods were trained to 10 different color wavelengths ranging from 400 to 650 nanometers. The results of this study showed that when two narrow-band spectral stimuli are presented simultaneously, they can only be discriminated when the difference between them is over a certain threshold. When the test wavelengths were 50 to 100 nanometers from the trained wavelength, then the success rate was 70 to 80%. However, when the test wavelengths were 12 to 25 nanometers from the trained wavelength, then the success rate fell below 50%. These results suggest that the stomatopods do not use a processing system of multiple dichromatic comparisons as previously hypothesized. Instead, they provide evidence that scanning eye movements may generate a temporal signal for each spectral sensitivity. This would allow them to recognize colors instead of discriminating the colors. In this type of system, the 12 photoreceptor sensitivities would be converted into a temporal pattern when scanned across an object. Although the system doesn't have the ability to discriminate between closely positioned wavelengths, it would allow the stomatopod to make quick and reliable determinations of color without the processing delay required for multidimensional color space. This quick and efficient color recognition may have been crucial in the evolution and survival of the mantis shrimp.